So today we are going to discuss the topic that most beginners ask, which is how much money can I make with 1,000 views on YouTube? And so the first thing that needs to happen, obviously, is you need to get approved by YouTube. And so basically you are required to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours. And so the reason why YouTube implemented this is because they wanted to reduce the number of just spamming and fake accounts. So they introduced this to kind of filter out and weed out the ones that the YouTubers that were not very committed. So once you actually get approved, you basically get a notification and you'll be able to create your AdSense account, or if not, you can join a multi-channel network and thus start generating revenue. So basically, what does a beginner YouTuber can aspire for? So basically, you have the ads. Once it looks, the monetization is actually is activated. You have a dashboard under monetization where you have merchandise, you have your supers, and your supers include the stickers and the super chats, and eventually if you are able to gain access to the applaud button, you'll also gain about that. By the way, you can I have an explanation on another video that talks a little bit about the applaud button. You can follow the link, but this is one of my channels that is actually authorized. This is Tareas Plus. We have about 430,000 subscribers. And when you don't get this, basically it just gives you the one that I actually showed you earlier. I mean, you have to apply, and so the only way you can do this is with a little bit of patience and commitment. But once you get it, what can you expect? So generally speaking, because you're not very well recognized at the beginning, I mean, your niche, let's say, it's not defined. And when I say not defined, not because you as the content creator do not know what you're talking about, it's not being defined by the algorithms, meaning it hasn't figured out what type of specialization you have. Are you a technology, a beauty, an educational, a how-to channel? So it will probably serve ads from the remnant inventory, which is basically ads that are just trying to build brand or awareness, but are not very specific. So the lower tier, I mean, if you're based in the US and yours is an English speaking channel, you can aspire to $1 to $2. Now, this is not a lot of money. In fact, in some countries, in Latin America, you could have lower even paying CPMs, but that's what everybody gets to start with. And so the whole idea is to develop some sort of niche audience so that you can actually start to scale up. And the way to scale up is just by creating more good content. I would recommend that you create videos that last about 10 minutes, because that's the way you can access the mid-rolls and the videos that actually play within your video, because if you don't have a sufficient amount of time, then basically you are not exposing inventory time to the ads. But let's stick to the basics. You can aspire to $1 to $2. That's kind of like the beginner payout, and that's what you can aspire in 2020. If you do categories that are different, I mean, like technology, you can expect anything between $3 to $6. If you do beauty, let's call it Jeffree Star or Julia, you could aspire to do $5 to $7. And my personal favorite is finance. I've seen finance as high as $30. So that basically means that what really matters is the niche that you construct. If you just don't want to always aspire for that, let's call it that viral video, because virality not necessarily pays the same as a video that has a very thought out niche or that is very useful to a specific set of individuals. So anyone that is trying to sell financial products most likely would like to advertise in a channel that is talking about stocks or or day trading. So that's why those categories, or certain categories, obviously there are much more categories, but this is just kind of like a beginner's input so that you have an idea of what to aspire. So remember, 1,000 views would get you anything between $1 and $2. I hope this video is useful. If you have any questions, please don't forget to write them in the comment section, and hopefully we'll create a new video soon.